Welcome to Piano Professor Reacts. Today we're going to react to a Richter performance of Beethoven Piano Sonata No. 1, F minor. This is a classic piece. This is a classic pianist that everybody talks about, and for good reason. So let's check out what he does with this piece. Okay, this is interesting. I like rolling. Everybody seems to be talking. Maybe it's the sound of the recording, but it's like his tone is like really like brittle, but in a good way. It's really interesting how he's using the pedal slash not using the pedal. Like what he's choosing to do. I think it's perfect. For this piece, it's perfect. I gotta repeat. Ooh, he plays that E flat thing with the right hand. Looks nice. The development section. So B flat minor here. To C minor. This is the hardest part for most students. This whole page, really. Not for Richter, though. Ooh, nice little color change. And he's got great technique. Great technique. Even when he's quiet, those notes all speak, which I think is really hard to do. Awesome. He's doing the repeat. Cool, let's stop there. All right, so the story I have about this is actually my teacher, when I was getting my doctorate, referenced this piece. And I think it was like one of the moments, I was gonna give him a shout out to Mikola Suk here in Las Vegas, where I was like, okay, I really like the way this guy thinks, being my teacher. What I mean by that is he just showed his like humility. Just showed what he thought he didn't know about the piano yet. He referenced this piece in particular, and the first, he's like, I don't know how he plays those notes like that. Those like first 6 notes. He was like fascinated by, I don't know if it was this performance, but it was definitely this pianist, Richter, and like how he played those notes. And I think that's a good way to see who a master is, as somebody who like obsesses over 6 notes and like looks for the wonder in like just the 6 notes and the technique and like the whole universe that you can find in not very much. My other experience like that is when I was in college and I was working on Mozart, a slow movement, and we spent, you know, an entire hour on 8 measures of the slow movement of Mozart. And I left that lesson thinking, you know, I don't think I know as much about piano playing as I thought I did. And I still have that experience all the time listening to people that are great. So keeps you in like a learning mindset. And anyway, my teacher was fascinated by these first 6 notes of Richter. First thing that I'll say about his playing is it's just really, really like clear. I've heard people describe Richter's playing as like Granite. Not just this piece, but he has a performance of the double note piece, the Schumann toccata. And it is just like, it's really hard technically, and he just grits his way through it. All right, so when we say Richter has granite tone, what do we mean? We mean that it's like harder and brittle. So like if somebody has softer, technically I'm still playing staccato, but he goes to the bottom of the key and gives everything a little bit sharper of it. Really hard for a lot of beginners or intermediate players too, to get all those notes to speak. Oh, see, that last one did not. There we go. Yeah, and it's because they're really, really quick. It takes some technique, because it takes like a certain combination of lightness and intensity to get those to sound right. You got to find it. You got to find it physically, and it takes time. I love his. Right, that whole the way his left hand spoke in there, enjoyed that. That was great. I thought it was interesting the way he voiced this chord, because this chord is this is right before the end of the exposition, right before the development starts, and it is just nasty. Because it has all these notes that are close together in it. And I can't even, I would actually love to listen to him describe to how he played it. But I think the way he voiced it with that on top, which notes is he thinking about bringing out, that'd be kind of fascinating to hear. The hardest part of this piece, like I was saying, is when we get to measure, let's see, 68, somewhere around there. And you know what's interesting about this to me is he kind of didn't really bring out the as much as maybe I tell my students to. And now I'm kind of rethinking the way I think about this. Maybe that BC isn't that important. But this part is hard in general for students because there's 3 voices. There's the and then there's a and then there's a da. And beginning students, they play those way too loud, right? Because there's more of them. Okay, so in one of our previous videos, we talked about jazz composition or jazz improvisation, and one of the things that people do is they establish a pattern, and this could be a pattern of rhythm, a pattern of intervals, etc., and then they break the pattern. Beethoven does this in this part in the exposition. So he builds up, it's like 1, and 2. Nope. And he continues with that pattern, varies it, adding some rest, and then he breaks it. Right? So builds up this pattern of rhythmic, and it's 1 da 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 da, and then he breaks it. I think that kind of principle that applies to jazz is all over classical music as well. You establish these patterns, and then you vary them. You give people what they expect, and then you surprise them. This is Beethoven's first piano sonata, and so later on, he gets more adventurous. He uses the lower part of the keyboard. He uses the higher part of the keyboard. There's a lot more dynamics, a lot more dynamic range, and there's a lot more dissonance as well, which is why he is such a revolutionary character, and why we say that he is kind of the bridge between the Romantic era and the classical era. This is a very classical sonata. This is early Beethoven, and it's definitely more Mozart than it is late Beethoven, but you know, some of that genius is peeking through here. Some of that bold experimentation. The only thing just to close with that I'd say is listen to this guy play piano. It's Richter. He's a lot of my favorite pianists. He's their favorite pianist. So and yeah, he's a genius. His recordings are amazing. Check him out. And if you would like to learn how to play classical music, if you want to learn how to play pop music or gospel music and you're an adult beginner, you can check out a free gift from Piano by Pictures. It's our printed books. The link is in the description. And if you just like more piano content like this, make sure and like and subscribe. Have a great day.